Hey, what's happening, good people? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Y'all know who it is. It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha, Wright, and 2023 is the year of understanding. So whenever you're on my channel this year, I'm only trying to get you to understand what it is I'm talking about. Why? Because you know what I say, never fear, because hair help is here. This channel is specifically to help you, empower you, liberate you, and free you so that you can have fun with your hair. Provided you do one thing and one thing only, and that is please be kind online, for this is a no hair shaming platform. So this video is all about better braids for the bras. That's right. This one is dedicated to the men in your life, in my life, who likes to get their hair braided. So stick around, okay? I also have a bonus tip at the end of the video, so don't get off the platform just yet. Don't scrub past the video, just stick around and you're going to enjoy that bonus tip. I promise you, you're going to be like, that's why I love Killas, because she just keeps it 100. All right, so let's hop right into it. Remember, this is about understanding what better braids for the who? The men in our lives, okay? Boys, our nephews, our cousins, our husbands, our boo things. We want to take care of your braids better. So here my guest comes in. He's had his braids in for about 3 to 4 weeks, but he's having some issues. Number one, he said, my braids, they feel so hard. Number two, I tried to take my braids down and I think I made a faux pas and I need some help. So no problem, Killas got you. So the first thing I did was I used some satin tame, because satin tame is excellent at breaking down foreign matter on the hair, such as waxes and gels. And when I tell you his hair was hard, dude, that hair was hard. So the braider had her own little concoction. Now, people like to call this stuff natural hairstyles because we don't use chemicals, that type of rhetoric. As you can see, no, that's not a good statement. And he's very, very upset because I was like, oh, hell nah. Yeah, how I want to say this. The notion of telling people that natural braiding doesn't use chemicals is a bunch of malarkey, because as you can see with my old hell no expression, yeah, it is. So I'm going to take that explanation a little bit further. So when you put those waxes and you start concocting them with gels and oils and making stuff up with coconut butter and, you know, shea butter and all this stuff, you know, you start to get something funny happening, and it does some strange things to like rubber bands and stuff. Here, as you can see, whoops, he made a mistake. I see what he was talking about there. He couldn't get that rubber band off. You want to know why? Because it was fusing in with his hair. And so I have the video in slow-mo. This is a chemical reaction when you use wax, gels, butters, oils. You start getting some funky going on, and then it's like, what the French toast and bologna sandwich is this? Yeah, and they talk about relaxer. Ain't no relaxers ever did that to your hair, but that's a whole other video. But anywho, so what I'm going to do, remember, because this video is dedicated to the men in our lives, I'm going to show this brother how much I care about him and his hair. And what I decided to do was to use a carbon comb because it's stiffer and it won't give. And I'm just going to effectively go through, and I began to take down the braids without ripping his ends, because believe it or not, some men want their hair just like the women. I see y'all out here checking homegirl out, okay? No, really, I'm really trying to help you guys out. When you're taking care of the men in your lives' hair, you're going to have to take some time and be meticulous and be creative. So now I'm not trying to shame the braider. I'm just giving you an example of what happens when people say things like braiding hair is safer or better than chemicals because we're not using chemicals on hair. I hope you're watching this video and you're saying, I ain't gonna say that no more. Yeah, don't say that anymore because hair is lived in, okay? And I was a little disgusted, a little perturbed, so I had to take my little perturbed, photo. Ain't no boogers up my nose, so y'all be talking. Don't be thumbing down my video. I ain't got no boogers now. Okay, anywho, yeah. So I was a little disgusted because he paid for this, he paid a professional, and it was just no care. Keep your money and your debit cards, bros. Keep them in your pockets, okay? Make sure that the person is paying close attention to your scalp, okay? When they see sometimes you have money, they'll be real quick to take it. So put the money down and get that consultation. Here, I'm showing you what happens when you use those wide tooth combs. Yeah, that's what's happening. And I'm telling you right now, that right there, please don't use those combs. I repeat, do not use wide tooth combs to detangle long, coily, wavy, curly Afro hair. Here's another example. Please, y'all, please stop doing this. Don't use those little short teeth, those old school Afro combs. Now, when I grew up, that's all we had, but this is in 2023. So here you can see all that goo on the hair, and look, now this is in slow-mo. So I just want to over exaggerate this so you can see, number one, too much products on the hair and the wrong tools. Pay attention. Hair care and hair styling are about the right products, the right tools, and the right techniques. So here I'm coming back through with the Wright comb, which is available at myrevair.com to show you how wonderful this can be. Even though he's got goo on the hair, when you use the right comb, it's going to be a lot more effective. I'm sure by now you guys have got some questions. You can either pause it right now and type them, or keep typing. Ladosha, what about this? Kilolo, what about that? Hey, can you and Cheryl Morrow do something about this? Can I come on the live? Can I get into that chat when you guys are live on Mondays? You most certainly can. So any questions you have, go ahead on and drop them in the chat. Let's get back to the video, all right? So again, I'm using the right comb to demonstrate. If you use the right products, the right tools, along with the right techniques, you're going to decrease the likelihood of snatching out your fella's hair. So I went back through and I added some more satin tape because the cuticles were just swelling up and the hair was just getting more tangled. So I did not want that to happen because I did not want to pull out his hair. I'm holding my hands at the base of his scalp so that I do not pull out too much hair. He's already thinning, so he doesn't need me snatching any more hair out. Listen, he need all the hair he can get. He doesn't need me snatching his hair out. And I know what y'all thinking. I can see y'all now. Kilolo, why you say that? Because he does. He needs all his hair. So now here, I'm not saying that these are bad or good products. I'm just giving you guys some example of the different types of braiding waxes and all this stuff that's out there. Use these things stand alone. Do not concoct. I repeat, please stop trying to make this stuff at home. Just use what the people have made and be done with it. For the love of hair, just cut it out and just pick your favorite stuff and leave that rest alone, okay? All right, so men, your hair, your scalp and hair, your hair and scalp, your scalp and hair, you know what? It matters. But you got to be more careful out here when you're letting folks braid that hair. And people, be careful when you braid your sweethearts, your nephews, your cousins, whoever you braid his hair. I'm recommending the DECCA Plus line. This is a hard sale. I typically don't do this, but sometimes a stylist got to do what a stylist got to do. And I got to tell y'all, this is the best product for you. Men, father, son, nephew, uncle. You see what I'm saying? Okay? Wonderful product. You can get the entire line for under $60 or 4 products for under $40. You get where I'm going. 2 for $20. Great product line. Visit DECCAPlus.com or check me out at the RDT Hair Salon. Here's another gentleman. Same amount of time, 3 to 4 weeks in between. And you see the big difference? Yeah, now if you stick around, I'm going to tell you what I've been using on his hair. But I do use the DECCA Plus and the Satin Tame, the shampoo, the conditioner, all that, and some other stuff. But you got to stick around to find out, well, what's she using? And you don't see all that goo. You see that? Look how that hair is combing through. Look at that comb. Go ahead, hit the pause on. I know y'all checking me out. She lied. No, I ain't gonna lie. Here you go. I'm gonna put a little bit more. So why am I spraying the Satin Tame? Remember, the Satin Tame breaks down the goo. It seals the cuticle, so you can comb through the hair and you get less pulling. And it makes the detangling process so much easier. You need resistance. That's why I pushed his head. Don't give in. Don't lean to the left. No, lean to the right, and that's all the hair that came out. You see? Now, hair coming out is normal. It's kind of like boogers, if you know what I mean. So don't spaz out when you see some hair come out in the comb. It's okay. Again, I have my camera up close because I want you guys to see in 3 weeks. Look at his scalp. Look at his hair. Look at my detangling technique. I'm going all the way through that right comb, baby. Baby, y'all better go get one. Quit playing now. Come on. Come through, right comb. Clip that hair down, because if not, y'all know what that Afro gonna do? Poof, there it is. Gonna poof back up, all right? Y'all liking this information? All right, come on, take a moment out. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Hit that thumbs up. If you don't like it, you hit the thumbs down. But I prefer if you hit the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell. So when Kilolo go live, you know, y'all gonna get the good stuff. All right? So here is all about, you know what, to be honest, when it comes to taking care of men's hair, it's about having some patience and some good old-fashioned TLC, tender, loving care, using the right products, the right tools, and the right techniques. Here I did decide to braid his hair wet because he said, I'm not waiting for that blow dry. And I'm from the hood. We grew up. We didn't have blow dryers. So I just braid hair the old-fashioned way. Why? Because it's about better braids for the bras. But if you like blow drying, go for what you know. Remember, I'm old school, okay? Are you guys ready for the bonus tip? I know y'all like, okay, Kilolo, I know you can do all that. You can braid the hair wet and use the little satin tang to break down the debris. Yes, go back and rewind and watch it again. But it's time for the bonus tip. What do I braid his hair with? Keep it curly with Carefree Curl Activator. Yeah, because remember, everybody's talking about use the LOC method. Lotion, oil, cream. Baby, that ain't nothing but some curl activator. I know y'all like, girl, you crazy. I'm telling the truth according to proof. Look at that. Look at that hair. Look at that part, okay? So braiding hair wet, like I said, I grew up. We didn't have blow dryers and all that stuff. My mother was like, y'all don't vote, y'all don't pay taxes. I'm just kidding. No, yeah, she did say that. Okay, but don't pull too tight. And you can braid the hair wet, or you can braid the hair dry. I am detangling the ends as I go along. And as you can see, my fingers don't have a lot of hair. I could slip, get a lot of slip. Now, when you're braiding the hair wet, you do have to make sure you have a lot of product on the hair because the hair will dry. So I'm just going to show you again. I got it kind of gripped. Then I'm just going to, comb it. And then I just go back through and I just braid the hair on down. But I make sure I have a lot of product. And I just flip my little braiding style over, and just get my braid going on. And the Carefree Curl Activator is the whip. It's the lotion, the oil, the cream. It's the old school. Look at my bruh's hair. His hair is long. Can you imagine if I was to blow dry his hair? Nope. I ain't doing that, okay? This looks good. So I'm going to put him under the dryer, for about like 30 minutes, 35 minutes or so. It's going to be dry most of the way. He's put a do-rag on, at night when he goes to bed. No shower caps, or else it's going to frizz up. So he swears by the do-rag. He can work out, just chill out, you know what I'm saying? So heat is good for the hair. Ain't nothing going to happen to his hair. But make sure you're going to go ahead on and treat your sweetheart, your nephew, your uncle, your cousin. Hell, buy everybody DECCA Plus for Father's Day, Christmas, Easter, Hanukkah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going to get some DECCA Plus. And look at that. The hair is dry. That looks good. Come on, guys. Give me thumbs up. Look at that part. Look at that. All right, guys. Kilolo, I appreciate you all so much. We're talking better braids for the bruhs. I said better, didn't I? Better braids for the bruhs. The year of understanding. I hope you're understanding how to better braid the bruh's hair. Don't forget, I'm right here every Monday at 6 o'clock with my PNC, my partner in cosmetology, Cheryl Morrow. We're talking about the dumbest shit that people say about black people's hair. This is America's favorite live stream and podcast about Afro hair.
You guys don't understand that even if you twist your hair, you braid your hair, you lock your hair, you cornrow, you just let it quote unquote go free. You do understand those are hairstyles. They're not natural.